Hello everybody and welcome back to the wheel, the Two Box Roulette wheel. I'm very excited to be starting to think about the next series that I'm going to be doing. I do believe it's going to be the 935 challenge. However, I do want to find a cooler way to do the maps or something like that. And as well, we are going to be doing tiebreakers on all maps at the end of the series that do have a tiebreaker. So the series is going to be around for a bit longer. But I do think this kind of thing is a whole lot better. I don't I think there's coolness in doing like random zombies challenges. But I think at the end of the day, it's cooler to make a series, have statistics, and be like, hey, which one won out in the end? And today we're going to be doing an absolutely fantastic map. We're going to be doing Shangri-La, a map that a lot of people hate, but I actually quite like. It is crazy now to think about the fact that the BO1 remasters and Moon, so basically two World of War maps and a BO1 map, are the only things between us and the rest of the board of BO2 maps. Which is, I feel like I haven't played BO2 in so long, which is interesting because there was a point in time where I just played like Origins for like a week straight. But yeah, I'm gonna go get this footage done, and I hope that we're actually going to get a really good one, and maybe, for the first time ever, we'll get the baby gun. But, we'll just have to see how it goes. Let's get into the game. Okie dokie. As you can see, we have the Vril device, because we have done Call of the Dead. Which is, hey, that's cool. Maybe at some point I'll download the solo Easter egg mods and suffer through hell and back. I have seen other people do it, and it seems like literally the only thing that gatekeeps you from doing it solo is the first step that could easily just be done normally. Also, I'm going to change a little bit of the settings, even though I know that it doesn't matter too much. We're going to up this by a little bit, up this by a little bit, up this by a little bit, and up this by a tad. Just because I know that my voice is a lot louder now. Thank God. It's still not loud enough. But it is louder, which means that you can actually hear me now, which is great to hear. Even though, it doesn't change anything. Monkey's going wild. Monkey's wildin'. I do want to kind of maximize the potential of getting drops. Where is that?
I was conceived in a minecart. Or was it in the lab?
Test tube baby moment. I think that's underground.
Like wind in the leaderhood. Not there again.
Knife these guys. Knifing is just a different way of saying hello. That lady's gonna take a while. Anyone else come through there? No. No. Not yet.
Now you're it.
He tagged me first, so I did tag him back. Which would be a problem if we were playing no backsies. But thankfully, I outlawed that. That could have been a free perk. I actually would have gone for that. Where is the weapon buy here? Not very accustomed to half of this map. MPL is here.
Now
I'll
we
buy
go
that.
back to the lab, my pretty.
Shangri-La does have the distinction of actually going back to Kino's structure of wall buys. Which can be a bit off-putting because it does mean that the MPL is the weapon that you're going to be wanting to use. And via the fact that I haven't done a video showing off this weapon, you can tell that it's bad. Man, I just love the vibe. I don't know what it is about my opinions on zombies. But my opinions on zombie maps are always like just how good is the vibe. Like if I can like get along with like the ergonomics is one thing of a map, like, you know, how does it play, how does it feel. But like if I can just like enjoy the environment of the map so much, like it really does like boost my ability to enjoy it. Like just that much more. Okay. I do also like the idea of, I think quests should go back to this idea where you get an item and the item is like a clue to the story and then you use it in the next level. I think that's a lot better. I think Infinite Warfare kind of did this with the keys and then they got teleported to the next spot. And there was like a bit of like an idea behind that, which was cool. But at the same time, it's like, eh. At the same time. There's so much that, like, yeah, it's just the problem of balance. Like, if they properly balanced that game and made the weapon, all the weapons feel cool. Like, I feel like everyone just uses the M1 Garand or MX Garand or whatever. I don't like it when, it's irritating. I don't like it when, like, a singular weapon kind of, like, dominates the entire decision-making of how you should play. Oh, that was interesting. Yeah, it's onto here.
Yeah, this is very good.
Keep getting the ray gun. Thankfully this time, however, there's actually, like, a good, like, reason to use it.
Come to me und fall before the doctor. Nein, you can't get up.
Thank God.
Perhaps
I actually quite like this pistol.
Nine, I cannot be out of ammo.
It's funny that the ray gun is showing up now more. I feel like we didn't get the ray gun for a very long time, and now it's like, hey, you get a wonder weapon every time. May not always be the one you want, but you get a ray gun. Okay, so now number one thing right now is just getting the points to get PAP and all that. More like jog at this point, but you know. God, I fucking love this weapon. I want to do a, I think it'd be really sick to do a video on, like, every single, not like, it's kind of weird to describe, but, like, I would love to do a video, like, on, like, weapon balance for this game, and, like, how I would, change it. I love pistols a lot in video games. I love the, like, Resident Evil Revelations. I love the fucking pistol mechanics in that game. Like, just having a pistol that dazes in Revelations 2 is, like, the funnest fucking shit. Because it's like, okay, you have a really consistent weapon and it just kicks ass. And it allows you to kick ass physically, too. Fuck all that.
What did you say?
Nope.
Yes, I'll take it. No, touchy. the Lederhosen.
Okay, we have a full ray gun. CZ75, as always, is going to be an absolutely terrific weapon. I would love to see a pistol like this that is a little bit less, like, like, this one becoming automatic is really good. But I would also love to see kind of like the inverse, where it, like, becomes a lot more, like, Magnum-y. I love I can't remember, I think it was Tim Hansen's review for, like, zombies as a whole and stuff like that, and it was like, it's the, one of the only maps that has 2 power switches. It is the only map that has 2 power switches. I think that was him. If not, then, whoops. Okay, we now have, Jug, which really does fix almost all of the problems I have in life. The second problem is just, where do I run from here?
My favorite.
Technically, this room is the room that you want to be in.
Bad demon. Bad.
I like how he calls them demons. It's like very unscientific. Someone who loves science.
Mine, monkey. That's my power up. Mine.
You're a cunt.
Whee! I feel so high.
My maximum.
More bodies, so little time. Drop it, thief.
It's killed.
I feast on their pain. Come to me, my servant. Oh, die.
If you couldn't tell already, I really like tapped fire weapons. It's like how Revolver Ocelot really likes revolvers. Crazy that. I really fucking like semi-automatic pistols in video games. We bought the MPL. Does the bow knife count? I think it would. We're already close to the point. We're close enough to being able to just get, you know, Pack-a-Punch. So I'm just gonna say it's fine to just leave it for now. It could bite me in the ass, but at the end of the day, hey, like, I kind of feel like it's fair enough to say, like, hey, maybe it doesn't count. You know what I mean? Also, ray gun is going to be really sick with the, PhD. Get some early kills. You need to fuck right off. Oh, I'll take that in a heartbeat. Any monkey's gonna try to swipe at me? No, nothing. Yeah. So we're gonna do this, Pack-a-Punch our CZ75, so we have a Calamity, which will just be generally really useful for us. And then we'll focus on getting PhD for the ray gun.
I am out of ammo! Oh, spiky love!
Okay.
Oh, I do
It's
like
cool to have this be powered by a meteorite. Oh my god, it looks so nice like this. Let's just have a little look at the. Oh god, it looks so nice. Oh. If only it looked like that more often. Anyway, there was some boss I needed to kill over here. Where are you? Did you go the long way around? Doesn't seem it. Oh, there you are.
Die, you crawling swine!
Damn, imagine being called a crawling swine. That would have to hurt the ego a bit. Okay, well, we're not out of the ballpark yet. We could be worse than Vogt still. God, I fucking love this weapon. Like, yeah, like, whatever, you know, like, oh, damage, who cares? But, like, God, I fucking love this weapon more than, like, anyone will ever know.
Away with you!
It's a bastard. Where are they? How about we don't fuck with me right now?
Oh, die! Die, mother! Best you can do!
Oh, that shot isn't it?
Drink gives me.
Now that I can actually use this without dying, I'm gonna be using the fuck out of this. Oh, why not?
Joy! Follow your sleep! Ah! The voices! The voices!
We gotta see where the next thing is. Start buying the rest of the map as well. The fact that we have PhD, like, literally, if we can keep, like obviously, however long we keep this first live is gonna be amazing. We have to fucking die.
Go the doctor!
I'll take that. If a monkey wants to be angsty, they can come fucking try to gnaw at my legs.
Only dead!
I hear them, where are they? There you go. If you don't know, you get a frick ton of points for killing that without getting hit. Especially under a double point. So it's like extremely wanted to do that. It's extremely like, just do that. Like you need to. Almost. You don't like need to, but like boy howdy, it's a decent thing to do. We really do need a bit of speed cola in my life. A little bit of, you know what I mean. How about we get rid of it? Let's go make sure. There's 4 different places that the PAP unlock can be, and it is the one that we just unlocked. Now the question is do we go for the PAP on the ray gun, or do we go on more, like how much of a side quest do we really want to go on is the question. I do think reload speed is going to be the final perk that we nab here. It really is just a matter of like what do we want to do. I think weapons first, perks second in this scenario. I do kind of like this area as a bit of a holdout area for a little bit. Oh yeah.
Oh, hello! The doctor is in! Die, you crawling swine!
Yeah, as you can see, you get 500 points for killing monkeys in this game, which reminds me of, I don't know if it's a story or if it's just a wise tale, but there was a place apparently that was like, oh, we'll give you a fuck ton of money for every single monkey that you catch. And then just before they were gonna leave, just like completely cold turkey leave them, they're like, oh, if you give me your monkeys, I'll sell you the monkeys back for a little bit less, so then you can get more money out of it.
I would have, well, you know, quite a few sheep.
And it was essentially just a ploy to get all the people to give them, so they got money for the monkeys, and then they got all of their money taken away from them. So essentially the wise tale is like, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. This weapon doesn't look as good, I will say. I will, like, it's just the red parts. If the red parts were also the silvery texture, it would work a whole lot more. But that would probably take a lot more, like, kind of game engineering. I do fucking love that the reload uses a slightly glistening one. That's really fucking cool, actually. Yeah, at this point, yeah, it's just a matter of getting shit done. Use a little bit more of the calamity at this point. Running up. I did actually kind of not want that. Grabbing everything. Everything that's fucking dying. It's a whole new sale on death. And everyone fucks off for 5 seconds.
Oh, very confusing.
We have a full sale on fucking get off me. I will gladly turn that into literally anything else. Damn it.
I think the monkey just ran off with our stuff.
Fucking, I guess fine. Fucking didn't want it, but I guess I'm gonna have it. Fuck off. You lost your monkey privileges when you stole my perk. I was like, what? But yeah, at this point we're like fully set up. Like it's just like, okay, cool, we're playing the game. We're playing the feud. We also have a good amount of points as well, so like we're in a fairly fucking good spot right now. The only problem is like I really don't know where to go on this map, so I'm just kind of hovering around here because there is enough space to kind of do shit. And what did you say about a fire zombie? Oh shit. There's a fire zombie. That's gonna be a really good trap, because it means anything coming from the middle is just fucked, so I should kinda... Well, that's a max ammo, that's exactly what I wanted, so fuck you, I'm getting it. There's no need for me to get perks at this point. Where are you? Oh, hello, buddy. Ah, pistol-like weapons. Is there anything better? I like that, like, it's so annoying that, like, PhD isn't on, like, all of the BO2 maps. I think they should have just kept that. PhD just, it's like Lash in Advance Wars, right? Like, in Advance Wars 2, everyone's like, oh, Lash is so fucking broken, oh my god, it's so fucking crazy. She's literally, like, so, fucking, Advance Wars is weird, they do opposite of what I'm used to. So tier 5 is like the best one, and otherwise it's like goes down from there. So he was Lash is tier 2, which means that they're actually really not that great at all. It's like they're literally not that good at all, but they were like heavily nerfed. Like they literally had all their stats halved in their day-to-day, and their powers and everything is like halved in effectiveness. So it's one of those situations where it's like, oh, it's so OP, it allows you to do so much, and it's like, it can, but like explosive weapons aren't going to be used for like high rounds at the end of the day. Like they can be used for like a little save me cute little moment, but they're never going to be used like massively long term, unless you're the Helion Salvo. But that's more like boss killing and Easter egg doing than it is like fully about everything else. It's so nice having PhD with this fucking weapon. Oh, take that gladly. Oh, where the fuck did the fucker come from? Oh, there you are. Over here. No one's coming around? Okay, cool. Everyone complains about the Shrieker. The Shrieker's not that bad, and if you have stamina up, usually you'll be the Firebomb zombie is like, well, the Napalm is like the only one that's like a legitimate threat. But the funny thing about them is the riskier zombies are like, as risky as they are, the benefit is like higher. So like, yeah, you get a little bit of a tiny like room clearing, like immediate room clearing with the the Shrieker, but the Napalm can be used to like kill like maybe even like like half a round, like at least until you get to like the crazy rounds, like hundreds and stuff. Like it can kill a lot of zombies, is what I'm saying. Like especially if you have like crazy fast spawns in an area, like you could like really damage a lot of zombies with that. Start using the Calamity again. The only downside to being here is the fact that I can get screwed out of drops very easily. But at this point, I'm pretty chill. Because I keep getting what I need whenever I need it. That is literally the most perfect firebomb I think I've seen ever. Die monkey. Look how fucking perfect that is as a firebomb. Fuck off. Witnessing my beauty. It's funny how Ascension had oh, you're putting monkeys on the barbecue, and then on this map you could literally do the same thing. This is way harder to do. Yeah, I want to take that one. So I need to like, I'll do that.
Joy
I did kind of need it to be something else, but it's fine at the end of the day. I think I might like try to be somewhere else at this point, just so I have a little bit more leeway on what happens with those. I know where I go. Yeah, I know where I go. Huh. Didn't give me anything. Ooh, tricky here. This is a time for the ray gun for sure. Just get a lot of good damage in for free. Reload it, get more good damage for free. Holding out generally, as I said previously, this is a good tactic here. So as long as we're being effective, it's really going to be good for us. Well, someone really had a, someone was really a step ahead when they did that. Where are you? That's exactly what I was hoping. Thank you.
Nine, monkey! That's my power! Mine! Down!
Fucking power back. The fact that every single power up can just be a max ammo if you're brave enough is like fucking such a fucking amazing mechanic in this game. Like, it really does make me love this map so much more, you know what I mean? Like, it's something that only could be cool on like it's something that only could be balanced on a map that otherwise would be seen as like really unfair and hard. Oh, sure. You can go. Oh, actually. How about we don't do that?
I saw light this time!
Fuck. Yeah, I knew it. Oh, that's so annoying. We just got screwed by a situational unawareness. However, that was oh, look, it's the dragonflies that are on Shinonuma. But yeah, that was actually an amazing little game. Like, obviously, we didn't get that far, but like, hey, like, that was really fun, and it's actually really cool to see a game where it's like, yeah, you die once, you have a good time. I honestly wish there was a, personally for me, I wish I could just have, like, not quick revive, but if I got downed in the first 10 rounds, I got revived, and then after that, it's like, whatever. I wish that was just, like, a mechanic that I could toggle on, and, like, yeah, because, like, that would just make it so much nicer. Like, I don't really care about, like, quick revive after the first, 10 rounds. But, yeah, let's get into the statistics, and let's see how we went. Okay, so as you can see, we have Shangri-La right here. And as you can see, it's tied in 8th place, which does mean that these two maps are going to have to do a battling it out to see which one gets to actually be, at this point, number 8. But yeah, so overall, Shangri-La CZ75, one of my absolute favorite weapons. If you've not seen it before, I adore this weapon. I think it's awesome. It is better than the 5.7 baseline. Like, just generally speaking, it is better than the 5.7. other than the fact that obviously double tap exists, 2.0 exists in BO2, which is why it's unfair to rank any BO1 gun against any other gun that isn't World at War, which is one map. But yeah, overall, the CZ75 is absolutely a fantastic weapon, and the ray gun as well was such a great little hit. I'm happy I didn't get the baby gun, because it means that, hey, we're getting closer and closer to rolling that for a video that we'll do later on. But yeah, ShanGrilling was really fun to just revisit and have a good look at. Yet again, it is the only problem with the map is the way we rent kind of cuts off a kind of consistent. Well, it is a consistent strategy, but for my brain, it probably isn't. But overall, I do really like the map, and I think the mechanics with the different types of zombies is actually such a well done example of how to add extra enemies to a map and have them not be annoying. BO4 as an entirety. Take a look at what you did back in BO1. Like, they're kind of like boss zombies, but not really, and I feel like that works really well because boss zombies kind of don't really have that big of a reward. Like, sometimes you get like a max ammo or an insta-kill, and it's like, oh, cool. But most of the time, like, you know, later on in the match, when you've killed 2 or 3 of them, it's kind of just like, oh, I got like a carpenter, who cares? But with these enemies, they're like done in such a unique way where it's like, I want to round up a bunch of zombies, then kill the Shrieker so I can get a massive, like, you know, KD from this, like, one Shrieker going off. And then with, you know, the fire zombie, as you saw what we did at some points, like, we made sure to kill them on certain areas, so then we would actually kill a bunch of zombies. There's so much, like, utility, and, like, it's a map that requires a lot more, like, macro thinking about what you want to do, how you want to position yourself, how do you want to deal with certain foes, how do you want to deal with the monkeys, do you just want to get the drops immediately, get the 500 points, and not worry about it, or is this drop worth changing into a max ammo, or maybe even like a double points early on? Like, if you do get a max ammo really early on, hey, do you want to try to spin it into a perk, even though it's really hard to do that, it's really, you know, timing based. But if you do that, you could get, like, you know, round 2 jug, and that could be absolutely game changing. So there's a lot to do on this map, there's so many strategies, and so interesting. I think overall it is probably the most interesting BO1 map in the entirety of BO1. I don't think any other map is as interesting and probably like macro heavy. Like, you could say, oh, but you on Moon, you go to the areas and then you hack. Yeah, you definitely do that, but anytime I think of Moon, I just immediately go, ugh. I hate that map with a passion. But yeah, like, it is a good map, but like macro-wise, it's nowhere near ShanGrilling. Like, you have the wave gun on that map, which is just a blindly point and shoot. The strategies that you use with the baby gun on ShanGrilling are so much more like, okay, cool, you use Semtex, like, fuck, that's so cool, to get drops, and then you manipulate the drops into getting max ammos, and it's like this, it's literally like this massive, like, you know, mind game of how you're gonna do things, how you're gonna, like, you know, whatever, and it turns it into such a different game because of it, and I love it for it. But yeah, hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day. Next time, I'm hoping to get Mob of the Dead. If I get it, then thank God. If I don't, then rip. There should be a double upload next week, because it's Halloween. That's why I want to get Mob of the Dead, because it's a little bit spooky. But, yeah. Hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.